Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your girl Clara and I'm back again on my channel that is Farming and Construction, where we look at different types of relating to farming, poultry, depending on what we want to know. So today many people ask themselves, or many people are afraid of starting up poultry because they don't know how many hens or how many chickens you literally need to start up poultry. So the question is here and the answer is here with me. Like I'm having an answer to the question. Like how many hens or how many chickens do you have to start with to be someone who's having like someone who's going to be having so many chickens or so many hens or so many roosters around your home? So here is the answer. Like you only need like two or three hens, like female hens, and then you need one rooster or two. To be specific of if your rooster is literally doing a very good job, you need one rooster and you need something like maybe four hens or five hens, or even you can start with two hens and one rooster. So to get a rooster, a hen can lay eggs even when the the what even when the eggs do not have. A hen does not need a rooster to lay eggs. It can lay eggs even when it doesn't have a rooster. But for those eggs to be fertile, you need a rooster. If they don't have a rooster, then your eggs that your hens have laid, they are going to be infertile, meaning they literally are not ready to be hatched and they won't have any chicks inside the egg. So you're going to get your rooster, which is actually at least older than your hens, and then put it into the place where your hens, your female hens stay, and then put it there because it will help them to mate and then give you the fertile eggs that are ready to be hatched. How are you going to prepare for your hens when you need them to do what? To lay eggs, and then so that you can know if you have been having your hens laying eggs and they didn't have a rooster. When you get them a rooster, what you have to do is to label the eggs and then know which ones have been laid without a rooster and those ones that have been laid without a rooster. So what you're going to do is get your pencil or you get your marker and then put a label on them so that they'll be it will become easier for you to differentiate them with the ones that were laid without a rooster and those ones that were laid with a rooster, because they're going to be piling up in one place. So how many eggs are you supposed to give your hen? It depends on how many number of chicks you want to get. You can give it 15, you can give it 30, you can give it 9, you can give it 6, any that you want. For as long as a hen can literally hatch many eggs, it will literally hatch them and it will give you many roosters, many chicks, sorry. And then another thing that you have to know that will help you out to be with many chicks or many hens or many chickens at your farm is that if you get a rooster that is younger than the hen, that means the chicks that are going to be hatched will be weak. They will not be strong, and some of them will end up dying in the process of growing up. Even you, sometimes you end up not even getting so many chicks. But if you get a rooster that is older than the hens, then it will become simpler for your hens like to do what? To hatch the chicks, to hatch the eggs and then get like strong chicks. So in this case, if you have been afraid of starting up maybe rearing hens, you shouldn't be afraid. The one thing that you have to do is mastering the kind of things you know you need to do so that you get so many like hens, because in the first place you need to know how to organize for your hens. Starting way from egg production, you need to know the kind of feeds your hens literally need to do what your hens need, like that kind of feeds your hens need in case to give you good egg production. And you need to take good care of them by using also some like natural things, like maybe you may find other people giving them charcoal dust, some people giving them papaya leaves, some people giving them, so that they literally improve on their immunity and also their egg productivity. And then when it goes to the time of after, like knowing which kind of feeds you need to give to your hens to give you like at least eggs, then you have to look at the kind of environment that they stay. Do you clean the environment? Like, do you clean up the place where they stay? Because if your hens literally don't have a very good place where they sleep, they won't be able to give you what you want, because they also don't associate with like a dirty environment. And then you also need to know which kind of roster you have to get for your hens to mate. Because if you get a roster that is literally younger than the hens, then it will become a problem for your hens like to hatch those chicks, and then they be strong. They'll literally be weak, and some of them will end up dying with something that you don't literally need. And then the other thing is that you need to know like how many eggs you need to give your hens per, like you need to give per hen. You can give them 15, you can give them 8, you can give them 30, depending on if you find out that your hen can literally hatch so many eggs, because there are certain hens that don't hatch so many eggs. And then the other thing is that after your hens have been finished hatching the eggs, then you need to prepare for where the hen plus the chicks are going to do what to stay. You need to organize the place. You need to organize the kind of food that they're going to eat for a month before starting to eat the normal feed that these other bigger hens or these grown-up hens are eating, because the chicks cannot eat directly from the kind of food that the other hens eat on or feed on. So that is another thing. And then you need to decide, like, are you going to get one mother hen to take care of the other hens of the other hen, or it's going to be each one of them taking care of its own chicks? That is also another thing, because if you want like the other hens like to start up like laying eggs in the like if you want other hens that have finished hatching like to start up laying eggs in the shortest period of time, that means you have to get those chicks from another hen, then give them to one hen to take care of them. Then you decide either you're going to do like brooding, like getting maybe charcoal stove, or getting maybe some of them use bulbs, some of them use this like kerosene lamp, like to support them with the warmth. Because if they're not having any mother hen and they're still little, that means they need to be taken good care of. Some people use like those pots that have in holes, so that they help out in the temperature saturation within the room where you're keeping your chicks from. So anyway, and you need to be observant, like if they're in good condition, like if they're not sickly, so that you find the kind of maybe medicine that you need to give them. So that is it. If you have like any question to ask, then you need to ask any question. Comment down below in my comment section. Thank you so much for keeping yourself on my channel. I would like to say I love you, or have a lovely one. May God bless you. Bye bye and ciao ciao.